So Black Friday is coming up, and you want to have content that is hidden until the day of the sale, but with a countdown that shows up until the sale. You want to keep the same URL. How do you do it? Well, Shopify doesn't have any capability for timed content, and I've tried various ways of doing this in the past, which involved creating specific templates with stuff that hidden show, and it all got quite complex, and it wasn't really a reusable solution. So I've come up with this thing called the Blink Date-Controller. Here is my Black Friday collection. I have a text box down here. This section is going to be visible before the sale and during the sale. And I have a countdown just up here. I have a product grid, but you can't see the product grid even though it should be visible. So here, this is where I can set my date. Now I'm going to change the date. So rather than the sale being in November, the sale is on and product grid appears. The text box has disappeared, as has the countdown. I will now change it back. Countdown back, text box back. Okay, so what's going on here? So first off, my countdown settings, I can alter text, background colors, constrain the widths of things. I've got a desktop settings here for background images. If I don't have a background image, then it will just display the background color. I can change the height of my section. On desktop, I can also change it on mobile and have it different. If I go to there, I've got a different image for mobile. Again, I don't have to have an image. So the crux of it is this hidden sections. So all Shopify sections, when they are created on the page, they have an ID, and that ID is predictable. If we look at the source here, Shopify section, this is the product grid. Okay, and it's got an ID that starts with Shopify section. Every Shopify section starts with Shopify-section, and this one has product-grid in its name as well. Now, product grid is the name of the section's liquid file, so it's always in there. So therefore, if I know that it starts Shopify section and it's got the word product grid in it, then if I look in here, I can just put product grid into that, and it knows which particular section I'm talking about. Now, if I take this text box, which was set to be hidden, I'll put it in there, and it's now gone because it's hiding before the date. So if I put it back in there, it will come back. So these product things will be hidden before the sale, and anything in here will be hidden after the sale. I've then got a further thing here with liquid sections just for a particular client, just so I could have liquid sections that appear above and below the countdown. These can be set to keep showing once the countdown's vanished, or to hide once the countdown has vanished. Nice and simple. So how's this working? I went through various methods, and in the end it came to something incredibly simple. If I look at the code here, I've got some inline CSS that's generated based on whether the sale is on or not. I'm splitting up those keywords that I put in. I'm looking and then creating a CSS rule that says if the ID starts in Shopify section and contains the keyword, then set it to display none. And it's as simple as that. And that then will allow us to control whether things can show or hide based on the countdown. Another thing the countdown does, just as a last thing, is when it reaches 0, it does reload the page so that it would reload with the actual content on it, if that was needed.